So I had decided to do my project on C.S. Lewis. He lived from 1892 through 1963. Next slide, please. He was a British writer that was born and raised in Belfast, Ireland. He had wrote about 40 books in his life and wrote mostly in a Christian perspective. You might know him as the writer of Chronicles of Narnia. If you're not real sure what that is, Foothills did a play about it like last year. So there was that. And then in 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 1917, C.S. Lewis attended Oxford on a scholarship, and and throughout and partly through that his school years, World War One uh, started, and he served in France, and then after he had finished up that, he was able to finish his schooling, and he was able to graduate in history and English. And then in 1925 he had started tutoring at at Man at at, at Magdalen College. And then in 1931 uh, he had got saved, and he started going to church at the chapel there at the college regularly. And then he would also occasionally preach from time to time. And then next slide. And then in 1954 he was also given the opportunity to teach the Renaissance, the medieval and Renaissance literature as a professor at the college which took him. What? Yeah. And then this is a little video of the Inklings. If you want to go ahead and do it, it's about 2 minutes, I believe.
Had his own posse called the England at Oxford. And the Inklings certainly influenced Lewis's most popular fantasy books, the Chronicles of Narnia, not to mention his books on Christian theology, like the Screwtape Letters. The Inklings were formed in the early 1930s. An undergrad student at Oxford wanted to form a literary club and invited Lewis and his buddy, John Ronald Reuel Tolkien, to be a part of it. Lewis himself had taught at Oxford, and the students thought they'd give the group some credit. They did, but in 1933 the original group had disbanded, with the exception of Lewis and Tolkien. So Lewis took over the Inklings and started having meetings in his room in Magdalen College. The Inklings weren't a formal society. They were more of an exclusive collection of friends. It almost goes without saying that they were all dudes. They were writers who tended to be interested in mythology and fantasy, and they were one dungeon master away from a pretty killer D&D. The Inklings were all affiliated with Oxford University. They were all interested in Christianity. Tolkien, for instance, was a staunch Roman Catholic, while Lewis was a member of the Church of England. Sometimes the Inklings were called the Oxford Christians. For the most part, they were pretty conservative. They didn't really care for modern art and literature. The gang met every Thursday evening at Lewis's place. They get out their pipes because, of course, there are pipes in a degree like that. Everybody more or less looked like Sherlock Holmes. Someone would pull some tea or something a little stronger, and then they'd read each other's manuscripts aloud and talk about them. They were essentially a writer's workshop, and Lewis was the unofficial leader of the group. His fellow Inklings included the writers Charles Williams and Owen Barfield, who aren't very famous, and J.R.R. Tolkien, who is, on account of writing The Lord of the Rings. Lewis's beloved older brother Warren was also part of the gang, though he was better known for his hosting duties than his literary contributions. The Inklings would also meet at a now famous pub in Oxford called the Eagle and Child. It was sometimes also called the Bird and the Baby, or just the Bird. During his time with the Inklings, Lewis helped his fellow writers like Tolkien grow, and he developed his own fiction writing voice as well. The The frank, honest critiques his Inkling buddies gave his work made it better. The Inklings gradually petered out as its members got older, and by the time Lewis died in 1963, the group was done. But from the early 1930s to the late 1940s, C.S. Lewis's place was the literary hang for English fantasy writers, and Lewis was at the center of it all.
Yeah, and then he had died on November 22nd in 1963 from kidney failure. And he has left us all of his wonderful works and has probably inspired tons of Christians and as well as other people that aren't Christians that might have got interested in the Bible because of the biblical based stories that he would make. Is there any questions? Yes? Probably the Chronicles of Narnia. Yes?
Which chronicle specifically?
I think I like the first one the best. Yeah. There any other questions? Yes? I like the beavers.
Who's it?
Henry Olf, that was me last year.
Well, she did an outstanding job. Okay, great job, Mr. Frost. We're gonna give him a round of applause. And Mr. Training, real quick while Mr. Frost is up there, I just want to give you a quick point. This is like a teachable moment. So go back a couple slides to where it had those dates. One more, maybe? One more.